Modders have been able to add the 2025 NBA teams and players into NBA 2k20, a game that has been released in 2019. Even though they have done an amazing job at adding players, they've made a lot of mistakes that destroy the realism of the stats players put up in a season. The reason for that are tendencies. Tendencies are ratings or sliders that indicate how often a player is likely to perform specific actions on the court. Stephen Curry, for example, has a 99 three-point tendency, which makes him shoot a lot of threes in simulation and when you play against him. These tendencies exist for every possible thing you can do on a basketball court, the types of dribble moves you perform, if you shoot more shots in the paint, in the mid-range, in the post or from three, how many times you foul, have the ball in your hands and a lot more. Stars and superstars are supposed to have really high shooting and touch tendencies, touch meaning that you have the ball in your hands the most and get the most plays ran for you. On the other end, role players and reserves should have lower tendencies. Now to the issue I've been seeing while playing my career series. Players that aren't that good are shooting the ball way too much, which lowers the stats of people that are stars and should be averaging great numbers. An example is Hood Schifino for the Lakers, a player who primarily plays in the G League in real life. In my Grant career, he shot the ball 877 times in 66 games, which are 13.3 shot attempts per game. Austin Reeves played 68 games so far, and shot the ball 875 times. 2 more game played, but 2 less total shots taken. Anthony Davis has shot the ball 958 times in 68 games, 14 shots a night. Why is a G League player shooting the ball so much, you might ask? Answer: he has a shot tendency of 80 and a touch tendency of 55. Austin Reeves has a shot tendency of 80, and a touch tendency of 50. Bronny James for some reason has a shot tendency of 81 and a touch tendency of 50. Another example, Westbrook has a 96 shot tendency and a 99 touch tendency. Now look at Nikola's tendencies. For some reason Russ has the tendencies from his prime. I took the past couple of days and went through the tendencies of plenty players and changed them if needed. I also created a association save and simulated to all-star break to see if my adjusted tendencies made a difference. Happily, they did. Hood Schifino went from 16 points a game in my career to 2 points a game. After I changed Davis's tendencies in my career save, I simulated a couple games to see how he performs. He played like a MVP. After adjusting the tendencies of the Nuggets, Jokic averages 29 and 10 rebounds, instead of 21 and 9. Westbrook's stats dropped drastically, as he's a role player now. Other examples are LaMelo, Giannis, Dame. You guys can download the TXT files of the changed tendencies of a player. Now I'll show you how to save the new tendencies unto the player they are designed for. You need Game Guardian for this obviously. If you want to change the tendencies of a player within the 2025 rosters, do the following. It's really simple. If you don't have Game Guardian on your phone, click the video in the description or in the comments, where I explained how to download it correctly. First, of course, download the tendencies. Links in the description or comments. After doing so, open the app ZArchiver. ZArchiver is a file app that you should use for the following thing. If you install all the tendency files separately on your phone, you will have over 140 different mini files all over your phone. So, to clean it up a bit, open the ZArchiver app, click the download folder, then press the plus and create a new folder, calling it Tendencies of NBA Stars or Role Players. Make sure to put a couple zeros and A's in front, so your file shows up at the top cause of the alphabetical order in Game Guardian later. After creating the folder, select the Sort By button in the top right, and select date in the arrows. Scroll down and look for the files you downloaded. I only download 5, but you will probably have over 100 here. Found your tendency files. Now click the 3 dots and multi-select your tendency files. Then cut them into the tendency folder you created. After, start your 2K in Game Guardian. Load in your roster of choice. Now open Game Guardian, activate 2K in the top left. Press the highlighted button and click the Upload button. Search for the download folder of your phone. Then press it and search for the tendency folder you just created. Now click your tendencies from a player and upload it. Close the Game Guardian window and go on Edit Player of the player you want to change the tendencies from. Open the Game Guardian window and upload the tendency file again. Then save it. You can do the same within your existing MyCarrier. Open your MyCarrier, then 2K Nav and Team. After selecting Roster, open Game Guardian and select the tendency file of your choice, that is in your Big Tendency folder. Now click on Edit Player of the player you want to change the tendencies from. Open the Game Guardian window and upload the tendency file again. Then save it after you're done. Make sure that 2K autosaves your proceedings. If they didn't, save it yourself. If you have question, comment it, I'll answer everything.